Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this. Tether discontinuing support for EOS and Algorand. Ends USDT minting on both blockchains. What is going on with Tether all of a sudden? And this has a lot of people speculating now that it still has something to do with Mika. You know, if you look at this, you could see Tether is meant to collapse out at a specific time. And I think that time is coming. This is going to hurt both the crypto space and the real world at the same time. This is going to play a factor on the US dollar as well. It takes 30 minutes to 5 hours for confirmation of payment. I need to pay for my coffee now, bro. Sorry, sir. I can't change the blockchain. You know, everybody wants you to believe that Bitcoin is somehow the future. We're watching a new financial system getting built out in real time, yet people want you to believe that Bitcoin is the future. It's too slow, it's too expensive, and nobody is going to want to use it for real-time payments in the future. That's a fact. And people in the crypto space just don't want to face the facts. But you know, every single day when you're pointing out fact after fact on how XRP and the rest of these ISO cryptocurrencies are the future, nobody wants to believe it. But you know when they will believe it? When all of a sudden the money's flowing out of Bitcoin and into utility. And that is coming. We are ready to issue a digital euro in the future if needed. What does she mean by if needed? Why so cryptic? What could make people need a digital euro? Remember the other cryptic answer she gave when she was asked how the EU will solve the debt crisis. It will come. It will come in due course. And the debt crisis, it just doesn't stop at this point. Look at the United States. Look at all the other countries. Massive amounts of debt. That's why a new system is being built. And we know Ripple is tied to the Digital Euro Association. The DEA's comment, we are happy to have Ripple on board as a gold sponsor for the Digital Euro Conference. And that was back in February of this year. You know, Ripple is tied to the heart of all of this. That's why Ripple always has a seat at whatever table it is when they're talking about cross-border payments, talking about a digital future, the fourth industrial revolution. The EU continues testing digital identity wallets. The good thing is that they're still planning to keep this inside of your phone instead of inside of you in the form of a chip. But digital ID is going to play a very important role as CBDCs rise all around the world. And the problem I have with digital ID is that it's tied to every aspect of your life. You know, even when they talked about the power going out for a period of time and the internet going down, and then all of a sudden the rise of a new financial system and the new financial system goes live, they always said you're going to have a digital ID to access the new financial system. And now we are at a time where offline payments are possible. You could make payments offline using XRP. You could also fix the current financial system through XRP as well. And I point that out a lot because people always say in most of the videos I do where I'm talking about CBDCs, bro, CBDCs aren't coming and XRP is going to zero. We don't need CBDCs for XRP to rise. The ECB, European Central Bank, will not be charging a fee for the digital euro, but will charge a fee for merchant services. When the Ripple new stablecoin launches, the competition will be in the fees. And you see it right here, digital euro fee caps. So consumer can pay fee free of charge. has costs for providing a free service, receives fee from merchant bank, does not pay fee to Euro system. But then if they choose to continue using money, revenues from sales of goods, pays transaction fee, receives fee from merchant, pays fee to consumer bank, does not pay fee to Euro system. So think about it like this. This is how the incentives are going to work. And you could look at it overseas before it comes to the United States. Because I still think the United States is going to have a CBDC. So that's how they're going to incentivize you to use the digital money. There's also going to be other incentives. It could be maybe you save 10% on this item or 20% on that item. There's going to be all kinds of incentives. But anybody that's on government money, it could even be the military getting paid from the government. That will be paid in form of CBDC. Social Security, paid in CBDC. Welfare, paid in CBDC. Anybody that collects anything from the government will be tied to CBDC first. Then all of a sudden, UBI will show up, and that will be tied to CBDC as well. What are they planning? Do they know something? Or are they paranoid like everyone else? The super rich preppers planning to save themselves from the apocalypse. Remember all the billionaires building these underground bunkers? I think they were building those bunkers because they know that crash is going to happen. They know the banking system is going to collapse out. And the collapse that's coming, it's going to be way bigger than '08. And they are going to emerge from their bunkers once the new financial system is put in place and the lights come back on and the internet comes back up and running. I think that's what they were prepping for, not so much World War III. In fact, I don't think we're going to see World War III. We're in a currency war right now. You have the United States trying to keep the US dollar relevant, and you have the BRICS coming for the US dollar, along with a bunch of other countries that also want to break away from the US dollar. That's what's going on right now. And I'm going to use my own post here. I am a fan of Trump. He was great for the economy, but when he says that the US won't have a CBDC, I'm not buying it. Because it doesn't make sense. The whole world is moving into the digital age. And what will the US do? Stay in the past? I don't think so. He met with Ripple in 2018, and he knows what XRP is. I think we were already headed towards a CBDC in 2018. In 2025, it will be a reality. This is my opinion. And a lot of people actually said that Ripple's new stablecoin could be a CBDC. They also said we're going to a gold-backed system. People also pointed out that maybe the end of cash is not going to even happen, that cash will still be with us going into the future. I think we're going to see that parallel system. I still really do believe that. I think you're going to have cash and CBDC. Same thing that's happening over in the EU right now. The digital euro is going to go live, and you're going to have options, and you're going to have incentives to use the central bank digital money. But cash will still be around. Paper money will still be around. Same thing is going to happen here in the United States. It's the same reason I always tell you to look to the east to see what's coming to the west. Because this is the path we're on. And, I don't think Trump actually wanted to say we're not going to have a CBDC. He wanted to say that because it was a great talking point. But a stablecoin, even Ripple's stablecoin, would still be a CBDC because all a CBDC is a stablecoin issued by the US government. Now, here's what I think we need to have put in place first. First, a digital bill of rights and privacy laws. That would be great. We get that put in place, most people would be on board for a digital currency. We also got to pay attention to who's going to announce a CBDC. Is it going to happen before the next election. Because if it does, once a CBDC goes live, that's it. It's too late. You're past the point of no return. I pointed that out in multiple videos. That Yuval Harari has talked about that at the World Economic Forum in the past. I've been trying to find that video again to share it with all of you again, and it seems like it disappeared. Because once a CBDC goes live, it embeds itself into the current financial system. There's no getting rid of it. So if the current administration was to announce a CBDC or go live with the CBDC, that point puts us past the point of no return. However, if a CBDC is announced under the next president, that could be game changing. That could actually push the United States, have them keep up with the rest of the world. And maybe the next president is all in favor of privacy, making sure that the government isn't shutting off your money, making sure that the government doesn't have the power to watch all of your transactions. But something else has to happen first also. And I think it's the rise of AI. You can't have a new financial system without AI. I think it's going to be needed to keep the whole system running with quantum computers. So maybe we're not at that point quite yet. Maybe it won't happen before the next election. We're still speculating on this a little bit, but I wanted to give my opinion on this because I think the US has no choice but to have a CBDC going forward. It could be in the form of USDC or Ripple's new stablecoin, or it could be a digital dollar that is also being worked on in the background, and we don't know what that looks like yet either. But I do know the digital age is here, and you got to stay invested in the right way. You want to get rich from this. It's your way to break away from a CBDC. Because the third parallel system is where we use crypto and transacting crypto only. I think that system will also rise with the CBDC system, and the fiat system will still be in place also. But I'm giving you my thoughts, and I want to know what your thoughts are. So put it in the comment section down below. And like I always tell you, until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.